All right, joined as we are every Wednesday by broadcaster and wordsmith Kel Richards. We want to get into some topical words if we can, Kel. I don't know the answer to this one, and I'm glad to see it on the list. El Nino. We've heard it everywhere at the moment about what we're likely to cop come summer. Where does it come from?
It started, this is an interesting story for us wordies, it started as a warm coastal current off the north coast of Peru, and it turned up regularly like clockwork every Christmas and continued to float till about March. And because it turned up every Christmas, the Peruvian fishermen called it El Nino de Navidad, which means the Christmas child.
Aha.
El Nino de Navidad. Then in 1896, when meteorologists realised there was also an irregular extreme version of the same current, which would come across the Western Pacific and cause a lot of heating and drying and so on, and was quite devastating, they simply picked up the Peruvian fisherman's name, and they called it the El Nino Southern Oscillation. So the Peruvian fishermen named it, maybe as long ago as the 1600s, and the meteorologists picked it up in 1896. I have to say, a long time before global warming.
Now, I know the answer to this one, but a lot of my viewers have asked the question. Jim Chalmers was the latest politician to issue a white paper. It was this week on employment issues. Why is it called a white paper?
Well, as you know, but we all need to share the information, it comes from the Mother of Parliaments, from the British Parliament. From 1894, any government report in a draft form, the preliminary form, was printed on pale green paper to be circulated as a way of indicating to people who were getting it, this is only the draft. Then the final version of that report would come out printed on white paper. It was literally a white paper, and they've been called government white papers ever since.
Interesting thing too, the Daily Agenda in the Senate's called the Red. It's not on red paper anymore. In fact, it's sort of pinky paper, and it's got a red stripe down the side for exactly the same reason. Hey, the word backlash, a lot of backlash at the moment about these transmission lines in the bush.
Oh.
Where does backlash come from?
From 1815, when the Industrial Revolution was driven by big steam engines. Now, on the reverse thrust of the steam piston, sometimes one or more of the wheels would kick backwards and they'd throw the whole machine out of kilter. Now, when that happened on the steam piston, the kicking backwards of the wheel was called a backlash. So if there's a backlash, it's warning you the machine is not working properly. So, Chris Bowen, if you're rolling out all this stuff and you're getting a backlash, well, the machine is not working properly, is it?
Absolutely spot on. Kel Richards, thank you.